Most people think being broke is only about income. They say, if I just made more money, everything would be fixed. And sometimes that is true. Low wages, high rent, inflation, medical bills, and job insecurity can absolutely damage a person's financial life. But there is another truth that is harder to accept. Some people do start earning more and still stay broke. The paycheck gets bigger, the lifestyle gets bigger, the pressure gets bigger, and somehow the bank account stays empty. Why? Because money is not only about how much comes in, it is also about what happens after it arrives. Today, we are looking at 5 money habits that quietly keep people broke, and more importantly, how to break them. Habit number 1, spending before thinking. This is the most common habit. Money enters the account, and before there is any plan, it starts disappearing. The problem is not one coffee. The problem is not one meal. The problem is a life where every dollar gets a job after it is already gone. Most people do not overspend because they are stupid. They overspend because modern life is designed to make spending effortless. Your phone remembers your card. Apps send notifications. Stores create urgency. Social media shows you people living better than you, and the message is always the same. Buy now, feel better now, pay later. This habit keeps people broke because it puts emotion in control of money. The way to break it is simple, but not easy. Pause before spending. Make a rule. Wait 24 hours before buying anything that is not essential. This one habit can expose how many purchases were not needs, they were moods. Habit number 2, living without a clear money system. Many people do not actually know where their money goes. They know rent is high. They know bills are painful. They know they are stressed, but they do not know the full picture. And when you do not track money, money controls you. A budget does not mean you are poor. A budget means you are giving instructions to your money before the world takes it from you. A better system is simple. Know your fixed costs. Know your variable costs. Know your debt payments. Know your saving target. And leave some money for guilt-free spending. Because if your budget has no room for real life will destroy the budget. The goal is not perfection. The goal is awareness. Once you can see the leak, you can fix the leak. Habit number 3, confusing payments with affordability. This is one of the biggest traps in modern finance. People no longer ask, how much does this cost? They ask, how much is the monthly payment? That one shift changes everything. A phone becomes affordable because it is only a small monthly payment. A car becomes affordable because the payment fits. Furniture becomes affordable because it is 0 interest for 12 months. A vacation becomes affordable because it can be split into 4 payments. But monthly payments are dangerous because they hide the full cost. One payment feels small. 10 payments become a prison. When too many pieces of your future paycheck are already promised to someone else, you lose freedom. You may be earning money, but your future income already belongs to banks, apps, lenders, and companies. The way to break this habit is to ask a different question. Not, can I afford the payment? Ask, can I afford the full cost? And more importantly, will this payment make my future life easier or harder? That question can save you years of stress. Habit number 4, saving what is left. Most people save like this. They earn money, they spend money, they pay bills, and then they hope something is left. But usually, nothing is left, because money without a plan finds a way to disappear. This is why one of the most powerful habits is paying yourself first. It does not have to be a huge amount, it can be small. But the key is to save before spending, not after. Even a small automatic transfer can change your financial identity. You stop becoming someone who tries to save. You become someone who saves by default. This matters because emergencies are not rare. Cars break, people get sick, jobs change, rent increases. If you do not have savings, every emergency becomes debt. And once emergencies become debt, debt becomes normal. That is how people stay stuck. The goal is not to become rich overnight. The goal is to create breathing room, because breathing room is the first form of financial freedom. Habit number 5, ignoring the future because the present feels overwhelming. This one is deep. When people are stressed, they focus only on today, today's bill, today's problem, today's payment, today's pressure. And that makes sense. If you are drowning, you are not thinking about next year. You are thinking about the next breath. But the danger is that years can pass while you are only surviving. No investing, no retirement plan, no skill growth, no emergency fund, no long-term strategy. And then one day, the future arrives, and it feels like an emergency. This is how people become trapped, not because they failed one big test, but because they avoided small decisions for too long. Breaking this habit starts with one question. What is one decision I can make today that my future self will thank me for? The action does not have to be dramatic. It just has to point forward, because wealth is usually not built from one perfect move. It is built from repeated small moves that compound over time. So let's bring it together. These habits are powerful because they do not look dangerous. They look normal. That is the problem. Being broke often feels like a sudden crisis, but many times it is built quietly through repeated behavior. Small leaks sink big ships. Small payments steal future freedom. Small delays become years of lost opportunity. But the good news is this: if small habits can keep you broke, small habits can also help you rebuild. You do not need to fix everything today. You need to stop the bleeding, then build a system, then create space, then protect your future. Money is not only numbers. Money is behavior. Money is emotion. Money is discipline. Money is identity. And the moment you stop asking, "Where did my money go?" and start saying, "This is where my money will go," that is the moment you begin taking control. Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because you finally stop letting your money disappear without a fight. If this video helped you see finance a little differently, subscribe to the channel for more clear and honest money breakdowns. Thanks for watching.